What's going on, guys? Boosted here, bringing you another war recap from Ohiowhthse. This time we're facing a level 9 clan with a name I can't pronounce. I'm not even going to try. Starts with a B, and the other word starts with B too, so we'll call him BB. Clan BB. We pulled this one out 42-33. It's a pretty interesting war. Nothing super crazy, but just a few awesome attacks I'd like to show. Want to definitely give our Town Hall 10s some props. They came through and really pulled it off for us. Like I want to flip over to the war map to show you some of those attacks. We had a lot of 3-star Town Hall 10s up there. We got Goat hit somebody. He got him 3. Harvey got him 3. Coquette got her 3. We got a lot of good strong Town Hall 10 attacks out of this war. Looking at the war results, we definitely came through with it here. And some of our attacks, 12 3-stars to their 4. They were definitely 2-starring us a lot. With the last couple of clans we've run across have just been really 2-star heavy. 3-star strats, I don't know if it's fallen off or maybe we're just not being paired with the right groups, but I just haven't seen a lot of good 3-star attacks coming out of the last couple teams we faced. There was an Asian clan that hit us pretty hard. Gave us a loss. Only one I've actually had a chance to recap. So just to start this off, we're gonna start up at the top. We're gonna start with Goat. Going in on number 1. Goat's one of our king donut funnelers. Him and Harvey, they can just smash a donut base. They're awesome. Goat decides to bring 20 Valks for this base. Check out this earthquake. He ends up getting all the way to the core here. That one little corner he ends up breaking through. They're gonna cast this funnel pretty wide here. Gonna go 5 wizards. Gonna drop the wall breakers on the corner. He wants the wizards to kind of funnel down so that the Valkyries have a nice clear path, but because the walls were so low, he didn't need that many wall breakers. Wizards are doing okay so far. Funnel's pretty wide because he's going in on the corner. He really wants to make it wide, make it clean. Bringing his Valks in 2 separate groups. That way, if he realizes that the first group is walking, he can make adjustments and bring the second group in later. Remember that little bitty section of the wall? Watch these Valks right here at 3 o'clock. Watch this. So I'm going to pause it. So they're all sitting right here right now. Like they're all over here by these defenses. As soon as these clan castle troops get aggroed over here by the blower and the bow, watch what happens to the Valkyries. So they're going to go all the way backwards to go through the wall into the core of the base. Save the raid. Freezes the back end Inferno. Since the Valkyries went in taking a walk, that ended up pretty much costing him the rest of the raid. Into the green zone. His Valkyries now punch through the wall. Wizards are doing cleanup at 3 o'clock. Got 2 Valkyries tanking. The Queen's got her ability left. He's got 1 more wizard in the bag for cleanup. Just dropped him over here, and he dropped him too early though. The cannon got him, but he's got a lot of Valkyries left. He's got golems. He's got the golem left. He's got his queen up. It's gonna be 3-star. There's just too much left, force wise. 1 times 2 it. Golem's gonna walk around and do some tanking for everybody. Remember, the queen still got her ability. Even though she's quicker than the golem, so she gets out front first. He'll pop that ability. King doesn't have his ability, but it doesn't matter. Smashed 3 stars. Oh, big bomb on the king. One row. Go through the wall, times 4 it. Pap, pap, pap. Dunzo. Awesome. Awesome. Go bringing in the 3-star. Next, we're going to go look at Coquette's attack over here on number 4. That's what we're going to show. This one, she gets a real good positioning on the Quake. Real good positioning on the Quake. Down here at 6 o'clock. She gets a really large chunk of the base opened up here. Cast her funnel really wide. Again, breaking in the corners. You really got to make sure if you're breaking in the corner, you got to get a really wide funnel because your troops will walk. Now, she uses quite a bit of wizards here. Like she drops the first batch, 4 wizards. That's clean. That'll get it. Wall breakers go down. They're opened up. Then she brings another wave of wizards, and you got to be sparing with those wizards because that's extra troop space you could have brought for more back-end hogs or say more Valkyries. Cause now you got 3, 6, 7 wizards walking on the edge, and as long as they're under tanking, that's cool for cleanup. But if not, they're gonna just get roasted. And that's kind of what happens here. They all get picked off. So that's 7 troops that you wasted. Double freeze the core. Core's completely down. it came as a hound in the CC. Other than just kind of being annoying, that's really much all that's going to be. As long as the queen can clean up those pups, the pups can really roast your Valks. But she had them all under heel. It's no big deal. Last Inferno's going down. Valkyrie's going to chew through these walls. She brings in her back end hogs at 12 o'clock. They're going to take out the defenses. Now, timing here is crucial. We're going to show what timing does, both good and bad here, when it comes to back end troops. So she brought her troops in at just the right time, and everybody was aggroed, so her hogs were protected. And she's just got a little bit left of the base. She's got a couple Valkyries, a couple Wizards left. The King's up, got his ability. Queen doesn't have her ability. The King just got burnt. Got some cleanup going on. I mean, she got a lot of troops left on the map, so this 10 out of 10 doesn't stand a chance. Absolutely not. Now it's just cleanup time. And times 4. Cleanup's pretty quick. Wizard luckily turned south over here at 3 o'clock, so you can take out those last 3 buildings. And it's over with. Good hit, good hit. Probably would have not dropped so many Wizards on that second round. Like, your 4 Wizards were doing just fine. Maybe would have spread out into like 3 on either side. Or left some buildings up in the center on the funnel, so that way they were breadcrumbed in. But how can you critique a 3-star? Awesome hit, Coquette. Awesome hit. So then we're going to move over to number 8, Jazzy Jeff. Mr. Jazzy Jeff. Just recognizes this base. I mean, just I'll pause here. Take a look at this. I mean, if you were to see something like this in your war lineup, like the first thing you notice, for me anyway, since I'm a hog attacker, is there's no spring traps, there's no giant bomb placement, everything is compact. Like, you can, as long as you get the heroes down, just bring in the meat, bring in the bacon, call it a day. 2 minutes 51 seconds, you know, so the raid was pretty long. He had 9 seconds to spare, but by reading this base, he's going to drop some quakes, open it up, basically run straight for the queen. He picks the 3 o'clock area because he notices from 12 to 3 there's no buildings to funnel off of, which is kind of very easy and convenient. So he funnels a little bit over here at 4 o'clock, and he's basically just going to run straight in the base. Flips in a hog, looks for the lure, see what he's got. Looks like we got a goblin and some wizards. The goblin and the CC is because of the speed. They're designed to run out in front and kind of distract your troops. And if you're trying to kill a CC with some smaller troops like archers or wizards or something, their job is to get out in front and destroy those troops, so that way they can start chewing on your golems. But if you notice here, he's trying to get the lure. He's trying to get all the troops away from the defenses, so that when he drops his golem, he can bring in his defenses behind, and nothing's gonna mess with it. So it drops the golem. The wizards finally get in there. They do a lot of work on that golem to make it burst. Like, they do a crap ton of load work to it. So he brings in his wall breakers. He gets a funnel made. King goes down, and because the buildings on the outside were in that V shape, he doesn't have to go far for his deployment for his troops. So his Valks aren't going to walk. His heroes aren't going to walk. They're just going to go straight in the base. And then he get in there. He's got 1 rage for the core. Get ready to drop it now. Valkyries get in there. Skelly's on ground, so he's got a lot of DPS coming at him, but man, Valks under rage just wreck. So the core's gone. They're going to punch through, get the last little bit of this defense. Here come the hogs. He's just going to kind of bring them all in at one time from one side, so that way it's just a huge force pushing through. He's got 2 heal spells. He's really got 3 quadrants, so he wants to get through one and a half quadrants at least before he drops the heal spell. Try to stagger it out. So it looks like he's going to push all the way to that one. Okay, now he's in the 2nd quadrant. First heal spell is down. He's got to wait to get to the 3rd quadrant. He's probably going to drop it before the 3rd quadrant, maybe like kind of around this area. Let me see if I remember correctly. Or how long does he hold it? Oh, he holds it long. Oh, he holds all the way to the 3rd compartment. Wow. All right, so we drop that down. Heal spells down in the last compartment. Wizards down for cleanup. And it's over with. Times 2. Great hit, Jazzy Jeff. Great hit. Bringing them back in, Wizards guys, for cleanup is just crucial, especially at Town Hall 9. Oh, double giant bombs on the outside. Ouch. There's 3 of them on the outside right there. Sloppy base. Sloppy base. And that's 3 for the good guys. Alright. So we're going to show one more replay. And then we're going to get into the, if you've made it this far in my recap, we're going to go over something called troop timing. And troop timing is something I'm going to discuss on on both of my attacks, because I'll break both of them down and let you guys see. So Campbell here, just excellent funneling. There's excellent funneling. Notice that the queen here is on the outside. He brings in the hog to get the lure. Now, usually when your heroes are on the outside, you do what they call a king swap or a hero swap. But because he's bringing some Valkyries, he needs a tank for his Valkyrie, so he's going to elect to bring his king in front of the Valks, and then kind of let the Valks take care of the queen on the back end. Now, that's the other way to do this. For example, if she's so far on the outside, attack from the opposite side. So that way she's like the last thing you get a hold of. It works that way in air raids if she's on the outside, where your pups or your hounds or your balloons will target her last. So same mechanic involved here. He's gonna break in down here at the 6 o'clock. There's just a lot of buildings on the outside. You notice that one hog didn't get the funnel, or funnel didn't get the lure. Sorry. So he's got an earthquake, and you gotta get, that's deep, man. That's really deep, because this base is designed to make you run around. So you got to make sure you cast that funnel wide. Now, I noticed there was only, say, a little over 2 minutes on the clock, so he wasn't pressed for time at all here. Got some of the wizards out of the clan castle. Down they go. Brings another wave of wizards. And in order to get your troops to that core, you really need to clear out that first ring. So we're talking the king's platform, the archer tower, the X-bow, maybe the gold storage and the first wizard over there on the left. But you really need to get that down, those couple buildings down. See, he drops the Valks in. They do kind of take a walk to the corners. They do walk wide, but the wizards come through and clean up those extra structures and push the Valks to the center. And that's what he's wanting. He was wanting his Valks in the core. So look at that. He landed his Valks right in the core where he wanted them. Due to that funnel that was really wide, the golems went wide, so that way they're protected. His wizards are protected. His Valkyrie's going to shoot through those purple walls, no issues. And then the queen's still up. That's kind of like the last strong point of defense to worry about. But unfortunately, his Valks just hit a giant bomb. So now they're going to be a little soft going through. That Expo's wearing them out. Rage make them through, push them around. Queen, he just lost it. At this point, he's like thinking, man, I don't know if I'm going to get it. But man, look how many troops this man's got left. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Valkyries, 7 wizards, and a king. There's no way this base stands any chance. Hit the ability on the king, put even more troops on the map. They're just going to swarm the queen. Swarm that whole side. Done. Yeah, the Valkyries chewed through the wall and got the queen already, so she's done and over with. And it's just clean up from here. Times 4 this is done. Campbell, great hit, man. Great hit. Okay, so if you've made it this far in the recap, I'll congratulate you. And a lot of my recaps, kind of show achievements and show successes and good raids, but I don't want to open this up to any of my teammates unless they give me, the okay too, because, sometimes this might not go well, or sometimes you don't have attacks that go well, and you don't want people to see that. But for me, on my side, I take a lot of time and pride and plan my attacks, and I really try to sit down and work the mechanics and work the troops, and sometimes it just doesn't go right. It just doesn't go right. Like you screw up your timing, the AI doesn't do something right, or you missed a step, or there's a Tesla and your troops go left, you want them to go right. I mean, it's a game, it happens. But we all can learn from mistakes. And I want to show 2 of my attacks personally, because one of them failed and one of them was a success. And they're kind of very similar in mechanics of, 3-prong attacks where there's a main kill squad, there's some kind of funneling, there's some kind of back end. And that's kind of what I want to show. Now, a lot of people will say, man, 95% on a Town Hall 9. I basically ran out of time. I didn't have enough troops on the map to clean up. That extra 30 seconds would have been a 3-star. But when you're considering a 3-star strategy, you're either going to get it or you're not. And, there really isn't any in between. And that's kind of what I strive for. So I want to show this replay. And this is the one that didn't work. And I'll go over the plan ahead of time so you kind of get an idea. This is the one that just ran out of time. So I'm bringing pretty much a AQ walk, double jump. I guess you would call it a go Vaho. So the plan here is to funnel down from Dark Barracks at 3 o'clock. Basically bring a closed queen walk. Come south down this wall, traveling this direction, and then drop a golem over here, and close the queen walk. So that way the queen walk becomes a queen charge. And the idea here is to take the queen from 3 o'clock down this wall into this base and into this area in here so that she can work on taking out all the defenses in the area. Jump my Valks in, jump the Valks into the core. As soon as the Valks are in the core, jump them out of the core on this side over here at 2 o'clock so they can take out this group. So basically, by the time my back end is ready to go, I should be free and clear. If you were to draw a line from, say, the 12 o'clock region all the way down this base to the south region, everything on the right side is supposed to be dead. So that way my back end, which is 10 hogs, they're going to take out the left side, which is over here at the 9 and 10 o'clock region. So that's the plan. You're going to see here real quick that it just didn't quite happen that way because of some fatal mistakes on my part. I missed my King's ability in the core, which really hurt my Valkyries, and I dropped my hogs extremely late. None of the troops were protected, and looking at the raid over again, I can show you where I should have dropped them, so that way, the Valkyries would have been getting support and my hogs would have been alive. And anyways, so the idea here is to funnel off of these buildings, and the reason why I chose these buildings is if you look at the defensive rings on this wizard tower and this archer tower, this cannon right here, this cannon right here, basically this structure, this structure, this structure are free for the taking. So I'm going to funnel off of these two right here, the dark barracks and the dark drill, and then push my queen to the south. That's the plan. We'll do that with the baby drag. Baby drags will make great funnels, 10 troop space, and they're just beasts. So we're going to start with the funnel there. Start with the funnel over here on this side. Baby drag goes down, queen goes down, and I drop my baby drag really close to the dark barracks because I want him to go south. So he turns south. That's awesome. Once that building's down, queen's going to go down. So now the queen's down. So now the queen's basically going to target here. She's going to go here, then here. The enemy queen, which is right here, she's going to hop out. So the plan here is to get the enemy queen, let the CC pull my Valks in, because you notice the radius is pretty deep. So I'm going to let that radius suck my Valkyries in and let them travel this direction and go straight into the base. But the idea here is to get the defending archer queen with my walk. She's a level 12, mine's a level 27, and that's probably one of the smaller mistakes is I always bring a rage for a queen walk, like that's just what you do, and I dropped it kind of out of habit, and I probably shouldn't have. I should have saved it for the center where my Valkyries were. So now that my healers are on my queen, queen's going to take out baby dragon, which it doesn't really matter. But okay, look at that. So the rage is going down. Rage is going down. My queen is at like 3/4 of a tank. And this queen is almost dead. Like, there's nothing left of her. So I didn't even need the rage. And that kind of threw my timing off, because as soon as the rage gets down, bam, she's dead. And the reason why I say it kind of threw the timing off is now the queen is chewed through all these structures right here. The wizard tower is the last one. She's going to start coming down here. And I was really needing these structures up for breadcrumbs. So I was going to only drop my wizards on the dark spell factory and the drill, and then leave these two buildings up here, so that way I had a breadcrumb trail going into the base from the elixir pump to the gold storage to the archer tower. And then that way my Valkyries and all my heroes run straight. As you see, when I drop my golem down, I drop my two wizards down, the queen takes out the gold storage because she's under rage. She's just the boss. Wall breaker in, test, second set of wall breakers, and bam. And now the queen is chewing up my my breadcrumbs. So the rage kind of cost me a little bit. Alright, so now if you look at the raid, jump spells down. So jump spells right in the center right here, right where I need it to be. And there's really not a whole lot of placement for my troops to run north or south. So if you're looking where the king is, right here at 5 o'clock, he's basically going to target the next structure, which is going to be this cannon. And as long as I can get the rest of my troops in while they're still targeting that cannon, they'll go from cannon to mortar to archer tower. That's the plan. So the king goes down, the Valkyries are in, everybody's happy. We're aggroed, we're good to go. So watch how fast I lose my king here. I should have popped the ability like right now. I got the poisons down, I got the heal down, everybody's in there. Bam, king's toast. So the healers are still on the queen, they're doing fine, but there's so much DPS in this core. Second jump spell is down right here at this archer tower so that the Valkyries go into the core and then out to the right. That's the plan. Remember from the beginning, jump in, jump out. You always got to have an exit strategy. So now that the Valkyries are out on the outside, there's still a big pile of them right here by this air defense, and there's only a couple of them over here at the Archer Tower at 3 o'clock. So it's not a big deal. But now that whole group jumps and piles. Bam. At that point in the raid right now is when I should have dropped my backhand hogs. Because that cannon, that wizard tower, and that archer tower, and even this mortar, heck, even that archer tower right here, they're all within the radius of these defenses. So what that tells me is now whatever I drop over here, I should be protected. But no, I don't. I don't drop them at all. I got 10 hogs in the bag. Don't touch a single one of them. Lose all my Valkyries. These two point defenses right here. Chew up all my Valkyries. Yeah, look at that. Should drop the hogs. Come on, Smith, what are you doing? Oh my God, it's just painful to rewatch these things sometimes. So completely foobarred the backhand hogs. On top of that, if that's not cool enough, end up losing my healers. Could have even dropped the backhand hogs right now, you know, on these defenses, while the golem was still up. But no, I didn't. I wait until my queen's almost dead before I drop my backhand hogs in. And now the queen's toast. So, I mean, timing was just way off here. Luckily, I get one healer showing some love to the hogs. I drop a cleanup wizards down here on the south end. I mean, there's a minute left in the raid. I'm thinking to myself, I may still have a chance. I might, you know, as long as I keep some of my hogs. Bam, lose 3 into a spring trap. Now, that was epic. You know, if I still had those 3 up, this might have been a little different. I lose another one to a spring trap, and I got 2 hogs left. And, I mean, there's just not enough defense. There's not enough offensive power left on the map to clean up. Well, times 2 it. So, kind of in recap, pay attention to what's going on to your troops and kind of who's attacking who and where. The plan was funnel south, queen charge in, Valks out, back in hogs. Like that was the plan. And it just didn't go down. I got 4 buildings left. Just didn't happen. Okay. So we see one not work, right? Awesome. Hope you guys are taking notes. Now let's show you one that worked. So this is almost the exact same style of attack on the base above that one, you know, so stepping up one. This is the same thing. Bit of a Govaho, and this one was no queen walk. So the idea here is to bring in my heroes at this mortar cannon area. That's the plan. Pull the CC lure, break in here, basically do like a kind of like a suicide queen situation. Get my Valks straight through this alleyway right here. Drop a jump at these walls, and then jump this intersection right here at 12 o'clock by the air defense, because I can see that the base is symmetrical, so you'll know, you really got a good idea where your troops are going. Because Valkyries target close spaces and buildings without touching each other, once they get into this core, they're going to hit blower, wizard, blower, wizard. So as long as I get a jump close to these 2 defenses on both sides of this core, my Valkyries are going to split up into 2 groups. And as soon as I split into 2 groups, my plan is to bring in my hogs in a group right here by that situation and a group right here by this situation, so that they come in and they're working on these 3 defenses in a group, these 3 defenses in a group, and maybe meet in the middle somewhere and give me some more support. So going over the plan is to drop a golem, get a bit of a funnel started over here, so that's handleable, and then that way I can break in. Now, what pops out of the CC kind of threw me for a loop here. I know I talk about this in my recaps about just breathe, just kind of stick to the plan and breathe. Well, I almost did not, because I was not expecting this to pop out of the CC. A P.E.K.K.A. I dropped the pre-poison going, oh crap, there's a P.E.K.K.A. heading for my king and my 2 little lonely soul wizards. My little wizards. So I got 1 golem down on the map, and I got 2 wizards cleaning. And the reason why I staggered my golems is so that whenever the CC comes out, the CC will be attracted to 1 troop and 1 troop only. If you had 2 troops on the map at the same time, they're going to be attracted to the closest one. So I only drop 1 golem first, so they would be aggro to that 1 golem, so I can focus my cleanup with my funnel wizards onto the CC troops as well, so you get double bang for your buck. So the golem is tanking and aggro the CC, and your wizards that were making your funnel are now also shooting the same troop. That's what's going on right now. So drop my other 2 wizards up front, make the funnel, and you know, 2 wizards are not going to handle a golem. Not even close. Just not going to happen. So I'm thinking to myself, I got to get this P.E.K.K.A. out of the way. I got to get this Peck out of the way. So I dropped my king. I got my wall breakers in. Okay, so at this point in the raid, I've lost both wizards. Other wizards are moving around. I've got my wall breakers in. That's fine. I still got this stupid P.E.K.K.A. So I had to drop my king, and I really didn't want to because that's going to cost me an ability early. But the defending archer queen, she hopped the wall. And I noticed out of the corner of my eye, she's standing kind of on the wall, but on the outside edge of the wall. And that's going to help all my troops get aggroed to her. Now, this dark elixir storage is still standing. So that's going to be a problem for my funneling troops. That's going to be a problem for my Valkyries because they're going to want to go there. And you'll see that in live time. So I don't get that down. Pop the ability on the king. Go through the P.E.K.K.A. King moves over. Valkyries move over. And now they turn and go in. Because the queen hops back over the wall. I do catch the king ability. I get the pre-heal down. I get the rage in the core. Queen takes a walk for cleanup. Awesome. Second jump down. Okay, so Valkyries got in. Second jump down. The plan is to just hop and move over as a nice little team. Valkyries split as they're expected. Hop the wall as expected. Now, there's the back end hogs right there. They hop over when these defenses are distracted. These defenses are distracted. That's when you want to bring in your back end. So you bring in the back end, they're completely protected right now. Look at that, not taking a single piece of damage. They help the Valkyries. Valkyries get through. The other set of Valkyries can come over, help the hogs. I still got 4 in the bag. Now, if you notice in this raid, I haven't hit a single double giant bomb yet. So as a hog attacker, you got to look out for these things. So guess where the double giant bombs are? Keep in mind this was a fresh hit too. So this is up, this is up, this is up. These guys are up. These guys are up. Double giant bomb. It's going to be between here and here, or here and here. I got 4 hogs left. Plan is let this big group come through, trip the giant bomb, bring in the support. That's the plan. Lose a couple just spring traps. Oh, caught me early. Dude was sneaky. Put him on this side of the wall. I was expecting him in between here. That's cool. So, second batch is in. I'll lose all of them. Second batch is in. Queen's still in. Cleanup wizards on the top. I got 4 or 5 Valkyries left doing cleanup on the outside as well. Harvey taught me that one. Shouts out to you, big boss. Cleanup Valks. 2 hogs left. Got 30 seconds left roughly. I mean, this was pretty close on time. The Valkyries end up clinching the deal for me here. But this shows you what back end timing, sticking to the plan, what that's going to do for you. And I hope this helps. I hope showing these replays. Let me just ×2 this. Oh, wrong button. Hope showing these kind of fails help you guys out, and some of these successes help you out, and kind of talk through some of the mechanics of the attack, so that we kind of know what's going on. But I'm going to wrap up with that, and coming up my next war recap, I got to show you a little something that also happened to one of mine. I just shake my head at Supercell, like, oh my god, how, why, please, somebody tell me. I'll show a little bit of that one as well. But it's going to end this recap for me. See y'all on the next one. Peace.